Have you ever heard someone say, subscription services are the future of gaming? Well, they might be right, but the problem is that there are so many services to choose from, each with their own system, prices, and games. Even more annoying, they use different definitions when they say, yours to keep, or unlimited access. So, can you play the games forever? What about cloud streaming? And most important, what happens when your subscription expires? We're going to answer all those questions and cover the pros and cons about each major subscription service in this series of videos, so make sure to watch them all to decide which service is best for you. In this video, we're going to cover
PlayStation Plus.
PS Plus is the subscription service from Sony Games, so if you mainly play on a PlayStation console and you want to have access to lots of Sony exclusives and other games as well, then this service is probably for you. PS Plus has also started service for PC gaming. We're going to talk about whether it's worth it. Most importantly, in June 2022, PS Plus completely changed its services and price tiers, probably to keep up with Microsoft's Gamepass, but is it enough? Let's get into it.
Cost.
PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now recently merged, and there are 3 payment tiers. Essential for $9.99 a month or $59.99 a year. The main benefits of that are getting free games each month and access to online multiplayer. The extra tier for $14.99 a month or $99 a year adds to that 400 games that you can download and play anytime you want as long as you have an active subscription. And the premium tier for $17.99 a month or $119 per year adds to that 300 older classic PS1, 2, and PSP games, the ability to stream a lot of the games from the PS library onto PC, and the option to try out games before you buy them.
Platform.
Now you might think that this is easy because PS Plus is obviously for people who have a PlayStation, and mostly you'd be right. But you may have also noticed that little note about streaming games to PC. This is a new feature from PlayStation Plus and an excellent opportunity to play some of those PlayStation exclusives like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, or Ghost of Tsushima on your PC. But don't jump on it quite yet because there are a lot of exceptions. This article from CNET explains it very well. You can only stream the games, you can't download them, so make sure that your internet connection can handle it. Then there are a lot of technical issues, like it cannot support keyboard and mouse and doesn't even support the PS5 DualSense controller. You will have to use a DualShock 3 or 4 to play. You can't get audio through a headset, only directly from the PC, so make sure that you'll have a room to yourself. Local multiplayer is possible but limited to 2 players. And even though you'll have access to streaming on TV through the premium plan, which also allows game tryouts, you will not be able to use game tryouts on the PC. Long story short, although this is an interesting feature, it seems like it would be better to wait for Sony to develop it more before taking the premium subscription if you're getting it just to play games on PC and you don't have a PlayStation.
Games.
Let's start with the monthly free games, which includes at least 2 games playable on the PS5 and 2 games playable on the PS4 with some combination thereof. The value and appeal of these games changes a little bit from month to month. For example, in July 2022, if you are a PS Plus member, you can claim Crash Bandicoot 4, Dark Pictures Man of Medan, and Arcadedon. Once you claim these games, they will stay in your library forever. If you subscribe to the PS Extra tier, you will have access to 431 games that are playable on the PS4 and PS5. We're going to talk about some highlights at the end of this video, but suffice it to say that there are a lot of big and small games that could keep any gamer busy for a very long time. With the premium tier, you will have access to an additional 397 classic games from the era of the PS1, 2, and 3. If you are a nostalgic gamer but you don't have your old console anymore, this is the tier for you.
Can I keep it?
The games that you get each month will stay in your library, but you can only access them when you have an active membership. The games from the PS Extra and Premium tiers are also accessible only if you have an active membership. I'm not sure what happens if you have the game installed when the subscription expires. Please tell me down in the comments if you know. But be aware that the library of games is constantly changing, much like on Gamepass. This month in July 2022, they are adding a lot of Assassin's Creed games, Marvel Avengers, Saints Row, and Stray. Since this is a new service, there's not a lot of games leaving right now. For example, in June, it's just Shadow Warrior 3 and Siberia, but we can expect this to accelerate more in the future.
Other perks.
All of the tiers provide special discounts on the PlayStation Store, and the premium tier allows you to try certain games before you buy them.
What happens when you cancel?
So for the monthly free games, they will stay in your library, but you will not be able to access them unless you have an active subscription. If you renew your subscription, you will again have access to all of the free monthly games you claimed while your subscription was active. As for the library of games, you will not be able to access them once your subscription expires. Your saved games will be stored in the cloud, but from what I understand, just for 6 months. So if you renew your membership in less than 6 months, you will still be able to access your saved games. Otherwise, they might be lost forever.
Highlights.
It's hard to choose the best games out of a selection of more than 800, but since this is Sony, it's hard to go wrong with those big shiny Sony exclusives, like Bloodborne, Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Marvel's Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales, Shadow of the Colossus, The Last of Us, and the Uncharted series. Also, let's not forget some of those big AAA games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, and Red Dead Redemption 2. So is PlayStation Plus worth it? Well, if you don't have a PlayStation, probably not yet until they develop the PC functions a bit more. But if you do have a PlayStation and you haven't played a lot of those PS exclusives, then the extra and premium tiers will give you access to most of them right away, and that is a lot of value. If you're considering subscribing, there are links in the description that will take you straight to the right page. Some of those might be affiliate links, which means we get a small percentage of the transaction that helps support this channel so that we can make more videos that keep you informed. If this video was helpful and you want more information about gaming subscription services, make sure you're subscribed and tell us exactly what you'd like to hear from us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.